How to grow organically on Instagram in 2020. Yes, guys, this is one of the most asked questions, be it in my Instagram DMs, my YouTube, my Facebook, or even in person. People ask me this question all the time. So today, let's decode this for you. Hi guys, I'm Tejal Chopra and welcome to the next episode of Tejal Talks. Today we are going to decode what is the right way to grow organically on Instagram in the current scenario, which is 2020. So the answer to this would be a dual strategy. This is the strategy that has been working for me as well as my clients right now in the present scenario, and it's doing wonders. So let's get started with it. The first part of the dual strategy is the super important organic strategy. Yes, people, if we are doing other things but not the organic strategy, then also we won't have a quality growth. Hence, to grow either through using other means or growing organically, the organic part becomes the centermost attraction here because it's super important for you to implement in every way possible. And to make that easier, I have broken it down into 3 simple parts and domains which I've acronymed together to DDC. The first part is display, the second is data, and the third is connect. So when I talk about the first thing, display, what I mean is what have you put on display? When someone comes to your profile, your ideal customer, your potential customer comes on your profile, what do they see the first? Yes, you're correct. It's your bio. So that is why it's the first part of display, your Instagram bio. Because in that 150 character space, people are going to know you in best way possible. And it is our job to convey who we are and what we do in the best way possible to those people so that we can get a follower instantly. But if we've lost them, then all the money, all the effort that we've spent on landing that customer on our bio has been wasted. So be very careful when crafting a bio so that it suits your ideal customer and also explains you in the best possible way ever. Now, after the bio, which is the first part, the second part of display is your content, that is your feed. Yes, if someone comes on your profile, they're bound to go and see your feed and the content you've put in there. Now, if the bio resonates with them, but the content doesn't, they do not find it good or they don't like it, it doesn't suit them, then either they are not your ideal customer or you have missed the content strategy in place so as to connect with your ideal customer. That is why it's highly important to draft your content strategy, to create your content strategy in that kind of a way which suits and syncs with your ideal customer. That is why people, every time I talk about Instagram content, bio, ads, anything, the most important part is to know your ideal customer. In case you don't know them, in case you haven't worked on knowing them, it's like a 20-minute thing. You can check out this video first and then come back here and implement these organic strategies. So if you're here, let's continue. So the second part that I was talking about was feed. So now your feed content has to be crafted in a way that suits your ideal customer. That means it need not be all promotional and salesy stuff. It needs to be drawn into independent buckets according to your brand or business. So of course the type of content would be different for service-based businesses, different for influencers, different for product-based businesses. However, to each product also things can vary. So you need to know what is it that your ideal customer would like to see and accordingly display that type of content on your feed. So that instantly when a person comes to your bio and feed, they hit the follow button. The second thing is that we want to hold them back as a follower when they are consuming our content. For example, if someone has followed us already, but with our content, they are not satisfied, they are not syncing, they might unfollow us anytime with just the tap of a button. So we don't want to lose them. Hence, it is highly important that we create content that suits and serves our ideal customer. So yes, that's super easy. The D is already done. Yes, the first D, which is the display. The second D would be data. We need to consume data and utilize data and understand data to grow our Instagram the right way. But it is not rocket science, trust me. It's very simple. We need to just consume the Instagram insights the right way, which is the first part of data. We need to go and check, first of all, that the audience that we have on Instagram currently, are they our ideal audience? So I'm assuming you've done the ideal audience exercise and now you know who your ideal customer is. So go and check your insights and analyze that whether the people who are there on your profile are your ideal customers or not. And in case they are, now you have to go and check on your insights again, that when is it that they are most active on Instagram, because those specific days of the week and those specific times of the day you need to post when your audience is highly active on Instagram. And that is very important. I cannot state its importance, because if I'm posting just for the sake of posting at 12 p.m. in the night, 12 a.m. in the night, sorry for that, it's not going to give you results, because people, like half of the people might be asleep, half of the people might be doing something else, they might be watching Netflix or something else. You need to consume data from your Instagram app, and it's giving you everything for free. So go and check it out. If they are there on Instagram at that particular time, tend to post a little before that particular time when they are at the peak. That is when your Instagram followers are at your peak, say 8 p.m. Then post around 7:15, 8. So that you have some gap between when you're posting and when they become active. So the first thing they see probably on opening their profile is you and your post. That will help you increase your reach of your independent content as well as your overall profile on Instagram. That said, we have done the first part of data. The second part of data is hashtags. Yes guys, a lot of people say that hashtags are done, they are not working anymore. That is not the case. I can assure you hashtags are working. They used to work, they're still working. It's just that we don't need to put hashtags just for the sake of putting hashtags. We need to do a thorough research behind putting the right hashtags. And that is what makes the process all the more critical, important. I know it's a little time consuming, but I have some hacks for it. In case you want them, just mention in the comments below and I'll share my hacks video for hashtags with you the next time. But coming back to it, hashtags are super important and highly relevant provided you do them right. So make sure that you're not copying and pasting other people's hashtags before researching. It's okay to take inspiration, but do your research whether that hashtag suits you or not. Another important tip would be that do not use hashtags which have huge posts. For example, 30 million, 60 million posts or people who are following it. It won't help you get either the reach or rank in that hashtag. So don't use these kind of hashtags, and instead delve deeper into your brand, your business, your audience, and create and use and research the hashtags accordingly. So yes people, this was the second part of the data. Moving on, the third part is connect. Yes, connection, relationship. It's super important for you to build a relationship and have a real connection with your audience, because gone are the days when you used to post anything and anyone would like it just for the sake of it. Now it doesn't even reach the people whom you're not connected with. So it's highly important, I'm reiterating it, it's highly important that you make real connections on Instagram to make sure that your posts reach the maximum number of people, also the people that you want to reach. And now if I'm talking about connections, there are 3 types of connections that you need to make. That is 3 types of different people you need to connect with. A would be your potential audiences or potential followers. That is people whom you want to connect with, who you think are your ideal audience, but they are not following you right now. So you can go and connect with their profiles. The second would be connecting with people who are already following you. So a lot of times, say if you have 5,000 followers and you put a post, your post reach might be even less than 1,000 or might be 1,000, 1,500. Why does that happen? Because even the people who follow you can't see your profile and can't see your posts until and unless they're connected with you on a day-on-day basis. So you need to establish that connection with your followers as well. Make sure you go and engage with their profiles. And the third would be your niche people. These can be your competitors, need not be your competitors, but people from your niche. It's very important for you to connect with these people, because I always believe collaboration over competition, so that is no problem. But then again, there are a lot of people who are in your same niche and not competing directly with you, because they might be in a different city, they might be in a different country altogether, and it won't affect you. But it's important to stay connected with these people, because A, you can build amazing relationships and amazing collaborations with these people. And the second, you're also updated of everything that's happening in your industry. So you're updated of the industry trends, which is again super relevant and highly important. So that was my third part of the connections, and with that said and done, we are done with the D and C, which is the display, the data, and the connect. So today guys, we covered the organic ways of growing on Instagram in 2020, and make sure to leave me a comment on which way you think would help you the maximum. And now people, here's a little sprinkled secret for you to grow faster. In case you are doing all the organic things, or in case you're focusing on doing all the organic things, your growth might still be a little slower. And that is because that is how it's performing in 2020. So in case you want to accelerate the growth, along with all of the things that we've talked about, that is along with all the organic strategies, you can add strategic paid ads to your profile as well. And when I say strategic paid ads, that doesn't mean that you go and promote your post on Instagram, because I know you might be saying that, I have promoted my post on Instagram, but all I get is just likes, hardly any comments. There can be a few comments, but rarely any followers. That is why I'm telling you it's not the right way to make use of paid ads, because if you're spending the money, you need to get the right follower, the right audience to follow you. So just make sure that the way you are advertising is correct. It's not by clicking on the promote button in Instagram. It's driving a whole campaign to your profile with a strategy in place. So yes, people, these were the organic plus a little sprinkled secret of paid ads in case you want to grow in 2020 on Instagram the right way. And if you like this video, the drill remains the same. Like, share, subscribe with people, and click on the bell icon to be notified of all times. Whenever we post, you'll get a notification, so you can stay connected with me always. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.